What is up, y'all? There's nobody listening to me right now. I feel so neglected. That's all right. It is a Friday. A lot of you guys are probably out partying because it's Friday and it's on the East Coast. It's like 6:30. It's only 3:30 here though because I'm in Arizona and I'm just working, trying to make work, and playing the guitar. So somebody popped in and then they just popped right back out because they didn't like my face, which is fine. You know, I'd probably do the same thing if I were you. Probably would. Anyway, I'm sure it's just after the fact, but I'm just trying to finish up this file. It's been kind of a crazy day. Had a lady who she was ready to close her loan, and then she lost her job a couple days before she was going to close on her loan. And they tried to scramble around and show that she got a new job, but we just couldn't get it done for her. So it was very sad. We had to tell her that she couldn't close on her house. It's bad timing, man. I don't know what else to tell somebody like that. You know, when they get in a situation like that, it's tough. It's very tough. Anyway, I don't know what else to talk about. Just working and living and self and any requests? Not even Freebird? Hey, what's up, Backwoods? How you doing there, buddy? Good to see you, man. Good to see you on here. I mean, I can't see you, but yeah. Any requests, Backwoods? What do you want to hear, dude? I'm not saying I can play anything. I'm saying if I can play it, I'll play it for you. Peanut always assumes everyone is a pervert just like himself, but Unfortunately, that's a false assumption, my friend. I mean, I'm a pervert, and so are you, but you can't assume that Backwoods is a pervert. Any requests, my friend? Requests? Requests to removing will not be considered. Only requests for music will be considered. And I apologize for being somewhat distracted because I am working at the same time as I'm making this video. We don't know what happens in the... Yeah, I know. We all do know what happens in the backwoods. Squeal like a pig, boy! Squeal! Deliverance, yeah, really quick. Some Johnny Cash. Oh man, you're gonna ask me to play something that I don't even know how to play. I like that song One Piece at a Time. I think we talked about that, but I don't know how to play it. I'm sure it's your standard 1-4-5 progression, probably in E. I would say 90% of Johnny Cash songs are in the 1-4-5 progression, playing dominant seventh chords, which are these, and this, and this. So, oh, what's that one? What's the name of that one song he was totally famous for? I guess he was famous for more than one song, but... Johnny Cash thing is interesting. There are a lot of artists that lean more toward than guitar, so they keep it. Yeah, George Strait used the same 3-chord. Yeah, yeah. I mean, but that was the thing to do back then too. You know, when you had, so Johnny Cash came up in the same ranks as like Elvis and who the guy, the um, it's all very. Hey, there he is. Sus 2. You want me to play a sus 2 chord for you? How's that there, buddy? Lyrics of Dust requests a sus 2 chord. Sus 4. Non-sus. And then a 2. Yeah, I've been practicing a little bit. I've definitely been practicing, and I've been trying to learn jazz, which is not easy. As George, yeah, well, George Thorogood definitely has a lot heavier of a feel to him, like. I wasn't really getting into all that. I was trying to make it a little bit softer and Lyrics, you still play? Lyrics is he posted some guitar video, or at least 1 or 2 guitar videos back in the day. I was like very impressed, but he doesn't play anymore apparently. Barely plays now. So what are you gonna do, Chris? Hey, I love the content so much, but I think I saw you at one of those Diddy Freak. Yeah. Sorry, man. Since you saw me at the Diddy Freak party, you must have been there too, right? Minnie the Moocher. Dude, where the hell do you get these songs from, man? My hands are really messed up. Why are your hands messed up? I don't know who this person is, but a little sophomorish, but that's all right, buddy. Hey, it's interesting you say that, Lyrics. I have arthritis as well, my friend. You just got to play through it, buddy. Just got to play through it. This guy Chris, who's on here, saying that I was oiling him up at a Diddy party. That's 100% true, actually. I will not deny that at all. In fact, I know of me out there doing that, and just please don't release it. That's all I'm asking. It's hard to play it. Yeah, it can be. Although, I mean, it depends, you know. Like if you cover your guitar in baby oil, it really does kind of make it easier. But you're not accurate with your notes. But it enables sliding a lot easier. Yeah. Fight that friction for the side. Tell me what you guys are up to. You guys do anything on a Friday night after Halloween? Lyrics, you still living in Colorado? You're talking to a girl on a Christian dating app. How are you presenting yourself on this dating app? I'm just curious. Are you misrepresenting yourself, or are you totally upfront with what's going on with you? And all I mean is, like, as far as like what your religious values are. Yeah, I'd really like to hear more. I'd really like to hear more about this. Maybe like make a video, but just don't make it 38 minutes long, please. It'll content so much, but I think, oh, so this guy is like saying the same thing over and over again. Well, that's very interesting. This guy's got to be a bot. This Chris guy who's coming in here. I just don't understand. Like, I don't understand like what the purpose of all that shit is. I'm JK. I subbed. Oh, good for you. Thanks, man. Send me some. I need it. Need it with all this Biden inflation going on. I like Jesus. I said I don't really go to church and think of the nature. Nature is mature. Dude, a Christian girl's gonna want you to quote some Bible verses to her. Just letting you know. Sleepy Joe. I went to Lutheran school for all my education. Okay, well, yeah, that's good. The question is, do you believe the Bible? I mean, trust me, man. I know it's not easy to believe. Some of the stuff in the Bible, especially in the Old Testament, is pretty hard to swallow. I get it, but my whole thing is, I don't really care if the stories of Noah's Ark are true, or the stories of Sodom and Gomorrah getting destroyed. And all. I don't care if that stuff is allegory, or if it's straight up fiction, or if it's just if it actually happened. To me, it's like is about Jesus. That's the whole thing for me. It's all about Jesus. You either believe that he died for your sins and you accept that, or you don't. Anything else is secondary to that. So, and the good thing about Jesus is that it has historical, like you can study. It's a historical event. That you can actually trace back and study. So that's what I like about it. Zeppelin or The Who? I would definitely prefer Zeppelin over that. Is that it? I don't really know a lot of stuff by The Who. I know that one. I know the beginning of Pinball Wizard, I think. cannot do the strumming pattern that Pete Townsend does. It's very hard. That's about all I know as far as the Who is concerned. I do know a lot of Zeppelin though. One second. Oh my God, that is the funniest thing I've ever heard in my life. My 9-year-old son was on a field trip today, and apparently he was everybody on the bus not to vote for Kamala Harris because she's going to raise your taxes. Yes, that is the best. That's the best thing I heard all day. My wife gave me a text message that said that. I don't know. They're coming back right now, so she didn't even talk to my son about that yet. Apparently, like the other, the chaperones were text to my wife said, your son is promoting Donald Trump a field trip. Maybe well, what's the big deal anyway? Like, he's telling a bunch of 9-year-olds who can't vote. So he's just, but that's my little boy. Why don't you do your lives in landscape? What? Oh, I don't know if we can do them in lives in landscape mode, to be honest with you, buddy. I don't know if I can. I think what YouTube is doing is they're trying to compete with TikTok. And so I don't think that I can. I mean, who knows? Maybe I can. Orientation is locked. Okay, so it says my orientation is locked, and I have to rotate my device back to the way that it was. So maybe start it out. It can be, but I don't know. This is just the thing to do. Apparently, is like do it in this. It lets me, but I'm not using a phone. Oh, you're not using. Oh, okay. I didn't know that. I thought everybody used phones for everything nowadays. So again, sorry guys, but I do have some work to do, so I'm going to be a little bit distracted here. I will keep the video going, but I do have to get a little bit of work done here because I have to finish this file before end of business, and then there's only like an hour in the day. So as long as you don't mind me working a little bit and playing guitar a little bit in between when I don't feel like working. You got the sirens in the background? Wait, listen. Wait for it. Can you hear that? It's very faint, but it's there. Closing date 11/26. We'll say 1/1. 1/1. I do mortgages, yes. I'm underwriting a mortgage file right now, unfortunately. And my day is over in about 55 minutes, so happily I have that going for me, which is nice. Okay. Yeah, what I'm doing right now is I'm adding some conditions, which means basically when you're an underwriter, you just give them a list of things that you want to see on the file. And most of it, to be honest with you, is pretty cookie cutter normal stuff. But every once in a while you get a file that just has some weird stuff on it and you have questions and you need to, you know, like a guy will have just like really weird looking pay stubs at the sense. Like sometimes it looks like he gets 10 hours a week. Sometimes he gets 50 hours a week and you're just like, what the fuck's going on with this guy's pay? So, you know, I got a few weird things on this particular loan that I'm asking about, but I'll tell you what state I'm in if you tell me what state you're in. How about that? My favorite band. Oh man, I honestly don't know if I have a favorite band. I have so many bands that have influenced me. When I was a kid, like in high school, I was learning how to play guitar. I would say Led Zeppelin was by far and away my favorite band. Because Jimmy Page was very good, but a lot of his stuff that he would play on his album, at least the riffs and stuff like that. Oh, you're in Oklahoma. Okay. The riffs that he would play were playable, you know, like I could learn how to play them, as opposed to Van Halen, which I love to listen to it, but I was like, dude, I can't replicate any of that. Well, there's some stuff that I can replicate, like Van Halen, like. But even that's hard. But you know, like the to that song, it's just like stupid, like not bad, but like stupid hard. And the interesting thing about Eddie Van Halen is that his I don't know where he learned to play guitar, because he doesn't play, like there's a lot of stuff that Eddie Van Halen doesn't play in a traditional manner. And I'm not just talking about like the tapping and stuff like that, or they're like even the scales that he plays are not very traditional. Like they're almost like made up, the scales that he plays, which is really weird. It's almost like he was not classically trained at all. My state's so red that even if they had 30,000 votes, still wouldn't matter if I wanted to vote for a Democrat. Yeah. I know that about Oklahoma. You might be too hot for teacher, but you know, I don't know any Sammy Hagar, and a lot of people don't like me for this, but I prefer David Lee Roth. I definitely prefer the David Lee Roth era over Sammy. I'm not saying that the Sammy Hagar Van Halen was bad. It was just wasn't as good, you know? I mean, David Lee Roth is a prick and a half, but then again, so is Eddie Van Halen. Total prick. I mean, he's dead now, but dude, if you find out the stuff that Eddie Van Halen did to his bass player, like, because like a lot of bands start out, of course they start out and they're unknown and nobody knows what the future holds, and so they all split they said we're going to split the royalties 25% among the member, and then they got huge, and Eddie was like, the bass player doesn't really contribute much to this, so I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to take most of his share, and like screwed the bass player out of like millions of dollars, Michael Anthony, millions and millions of dollars, and then he kicked him out of the band later on because he wanted to get his son in the band to play bass. Like, it was just really